Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles, and today on the channel we are going to be reviewing your boy SH Figure Arts King Cold. Now, King Cold is the father of Cooler and also the father of the legendary known famous bad guy out of all of Dragon Ball Z bad guys, and that is Freezer. So, before we go any further, please give this video a like. Also, subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Let's reach 2,000 subscribers. Now, as I said yesterday or the day before my last video of my latest pickups, I am now starting to collect SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z figures. And this is my second release, my second figure that I picked up for my newfound love of Dragon Ball Z. So, I picked him up. The first one I have was this dude right here, Cooler, the son of King Cold. I picked him up first. This was my first SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z character, and I love this thing so much that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get another one. So I did, and I pulled the trigger and got this guy, and I also got this guy at Ageless Geeks. So go check out Ageless Geeks, booth 308 at Frankenstein's, the best ever. Those guys take care of me, and they do a great job. And they're like my brothers, you know, and they always take care of me. And that's the only place I go when I go to Frankenstein. So, yeah, go hit them up and let them know I sent you their way. Now, back to this big mother lover right here. This dude is huge, you guys. I'm talking about super ridiculous big. And when I do some size comparisons, you're going to be like, man, I got to get this dude. Now, do I have some gripes and complaints? Yes, I do. My major gripe and complaint about this figure is for the fact that we get this plastic cape, which I hate. I do not like plastic capes at all. I think they're just a waste of plastic. Even though it bends and moves like this, look at this. I hate this gap area, but for some reason it's good on him. Like, I don't really mind because he's such a big figure, and you have the option to take it off. So because we have the option to take it off, it doesn't bother me as much, but still, I would prefer a soft bendy wire cape. Just imagine a bendy wire cape on this figure. It would have made the figure like freaking awesome, right? But we do get this, and I'm just not a big fan of that. And then we also get the other cape, which he'll sit out, which we'll go over in the accessories. But that is my huge gripe that I have about this figure. Other than that, I think this is a freaking awesome piece. They did a great job. I love the way the articulation looks on this figure, like as far as the joints and stuff. You can see it, but then it's not as bad because this is the only joints you can actually see. Everything else is built into the figure, and he looked like he just walked right out the comic book or right out the TV screen. For all of us that was excited when we first saw Trunks, when we saw Freezer and his dad come out, I thought this dude was going to be like, man, this dude's going to be way stronger than Freezer and way stronger than Cooler. At the time, we didn't know Cooler, but it turns out that he was weaker than both of them, so that was kind of whack. But other than that, he was still pretty dope. I love that little Trunks episode, like that little saga of Trunks and Freezer. I thought it was pretty dope with the music when we first saw it on the video or DVD. But yeah, that was dope. So overall, this thing is freaking awesome. The head sculpt on this thing is ridiculous. It looks so good, man. Man, they nailed it with the head sculpt. This is definitely a must-have, especially if you're a huge Freezer fan. I'm definitely am, so I'm definitely going to try to get Freezer next, and then trying to fill out all the bad guys from there on out, and with the good guys. So I'm starting kind of like from the Freezer saga on out. But I did have to pick up this dude because he was sitting there, and I love Cooler to go with Superman. And yeah, here we are right here. So overall look, I'm definitely going to give this dude a 10 out of 10 for the overall look. I think the look looks great. They nailed it to a T. That's not including the plastic cape, but they did nail that to a T as well. And I love for the fact that they gave us this option, right? So now we're going to go over the accessories that he comes with, and then we'll go over the articulation. So with the accessories that he comes with, first thing I'm going to go over is these arms right here. Now you could actually take off these arms by simply popping these out right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these out, and then we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so I popped it out right here. Just remember, like, you can't pop it out. You just pop it out, take this piece right here, as you can see, and then you just put it in right here. Now, how does it reach all the way to the other side? Simply, this dude has a butterfly joint, and not just a butterfly joint, but he has that little joint thing where you could move this thing all the way out enough. Oops, I took this out. But you could take this all the way out enough where it reaches the other side, and then boom, tie it on there, as you'll see in some of the photos that I took of this dude. So that's pretty awesome there. But then you just put this thing back on, and it comes on really, really nice as well. You don't have to worry about it, but just make sure it's backed on there as good as possible. It's not all the way on there. I'm going to have to do that off camera. We'll be right back. Alright, you guys. So yeah, you just put that back in. Just make sure it's good enough where it's going to stick, and then boom, right? So that was pretty dope. I like it, but it's alright. I mean, I could use it for photos, but other than that, it's good, right? So then we also get, let's go over his hands real quick. We do get these hands right here. These are holding hands, which are alright. I just don't really care for the way that they have it closed up like this in plastic. I wish there could have been like soft hands. That way you could just put the sword in between like they usually do with other figures, but this is SH. And then this is for the sword though, so I'm pretty sure that the sword somehow goes in here, which I haven't tried yet. So I'm pretty sure you could take off something to try to put this bad boy on. And I'm pretty sure it's down here that you can do it, but I need to figure that out. But he does come with the sword, so the sword is nice as well. I don't really remember him having the sword and using it. I know it was Trunk's sword, but he took it and tried to cut Trunk's whatever. So yeah, that's dope right here. And then, like I said, we get these two holding hands for the sword as well. As you can see, the two holes there. And then we also get some open palm hands. I love these a lot. I love when they come with the figure, and these look really great as well. As King Cole always have his hand on his head when he's sitting on his throne. And then I love for the fact that they did give us that option where you could actually sit this dude on his throne and put his hands on his head. I thought that was really, really dope. And whenever you get a figure that comes with a throne, it's freaking awesome, right? So here he is right here. You can just pop these off and then put him on his throne, which is going to be freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and do that after we go over the rest of the accessories. So I'm going to keep these on the side here so that way I won't forget while we're making this review. I'm in a good mood right now. That's why I'm doing this review. Now, with that being said, alright you guys, sorry about that. My wife interrupted me because her birthday's coming up, and yes, I had to take care of the wife. I got some huge gifts for her, and she don't want to wait till Monday to get her gifts. And she's going to Vegas for her birthday. What else do you want? I had to pay for everything. Anyways, you guys, so we get the first head sculpt. This one is really, really nice right here. Look at that. Boom. So we get this head sculpt, and he looks ugly, right? Let's take this off, and you don't have to worry about it falling out like that, I think, because I kept pressing on the head. But I did want to take this off and show you guys the head sculpt on here is done really, really nice, okay? So you can swap out. I love this part, and they do it with a lot of their Dragon Ball Z figures. And you can actually put, like, different ones on here, but certain ones fit for certain ones. Like, this one wouldn't fit in this head with this one, but I think it will fit with this one. So these two would fit in this one, and then the other two, which are the more angry expressions, would be on the other one. But yeah, these two are for this one. And look at that. The eyes on there looks nice, and the mouth look nice as well. And then we also get this one right here. Look at the detail, and the head sculpt is done really, really nice as well. And then you could pop that out. Let's take another look at it right there. And then you could put in this angry one here. And boom, you could put it on right there. And then look at that. That is freaking awesome, right? So let's go ahead and put on this angry one because I like this one a whole lot as well. And we're going to leave that on him for just a little bit. Now, what else does he come with besides all of that? We're almost done here with the accessories. As for the fact that we get this cape, which is done really, really nice. Also, he gets his tail. You have to put that in, of course. Love the tail as well. I think they did a great job with the tail. The articulation is great as well. And it's huge, you guys. I'm talking about super big, super nice. Look at that. Boom, go all the way out. You got this dude looking like this, like he's about to fight. So in my universe, when I do my photo album of Goku versus this dude and the rest of the superheroes, King Cold's going to be like stronger. In my universe, he's going to be stronger than Cooler and Frieza. And that's going to be freaking awesome. And I still haven't took like real photos with this dude. I just took some practice ones. But yeah, so love the tail as well. And then last but not least, we do get the other piece of the cape so he can sit down. And I'll show you that right now. Okay, everybody, so here we are with this piece here. This is the part that I was telling you about. This is the cape here. And I'm about to show you how this works. So turn over here on the back right here. We pull this thing out from the top. This is the top piece, and then we pull this one out. Notice this thing has 4 holes, right? You take this one off, you put it to the side, then you take this one, you put it in those holes right there, and as you can see, it will have a tail here, and then you just punch these in here, just like that. Boom. And as you can see, it fits in very well, and then you just put this back on here, which I think this is doing a lot. If they just would have gave us a bendy wire cape, that would have been good enough. And then you could just set this dude down on his throne. And we'll go over the throne in a second. Not a lot to go over for the throne. But we will go over that after I'm done with this. And then we'll hit the articulation up. And then we'll do some size comparisons. But here we are right here. Okay, so that's how he sits with the thing on him. Because you have his tail. And then you have it like this, right? So this is nice, but if you want to get it all the way flat on there, which I believe you can, for some reason I can't do it with the cape on, so I'm going to take this cape off because that's how I usually do it anyways. But as you can see, this is the other part of the cape when he's sitting down, so you can have it like that if you want to, but I had him sitting completely down with the cape, so you can definitely do it. I just don't understand why it's not working right now. But yeah, so this is what I do. I kind of turn this thing up like this. Get this dude nice and flat as possible. And it's way easier doing this thing without being on camera. It's harder to do it on camera. And then, boom, there he is with his tail sticking out. I like this look a lot better. And then, like I said before, you can easily get this dude where he's sitting down and holding his head with his hands like this. So let's go ahead and try to recreate that scene real quickly as possible. And I'm moving, guys. I'm trying my best to get this done. It took forever to look for the cape, and the cape was just sitting right in front of me. I think I'm getting old. I'm only 36, but man, I'm telling you, sometimes I do forget a lot of stuff. But here we are right here. Let's see if we can get this dude turning just a little bit more. And then get that hand like that. But yeah, you can see it. I'll show a photo off later on at the end of the video. How you can have this dude sitting down. With it holding his hand, but yeah, boom, you can have it like that. So that is really nice, right? So let's go and go over the throne next. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, so here we are with the throne. Let's go ahead and move him out the way real quick. And this is really quick. Look at this. It's kind of like a soft rubber plastic, kind of like soft plastic rubber. But anyways, we do get this. This is the part of the cape or the seat. And then we get this. And that's it. That's all we get. Now, this thing's gigantic as well. So keep that in mind. And that's why the box was so big. Because he's a big figure. You got his big old tail. You got his big old head. And then you also got this big throne right here. Which is really nice. So let's go ahead and move that back there. And now we're going to go over articulation. But my overall rating for this dude. I'm going to go ahead and give this dude a... for the overall with the accessories, I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. I just wish that they could have done a better job with the cape. I hate for the fact that we got a hard plastic cape, especially for a figure like this, and then he's sitting down. If you're gonna bring out a huge figure like this, why not give him a soft bendy wire cape? I mean, I just don't make no sense to me. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. Yeah, only because the head sculpts are done so nice. Now, let's go over the articulation. Everyone's like, okay, now we're ready for the articulation. Okay, give me a chance. Now, this dude could look down really nice, as you can see here. He also could look up really nice. He has a neck pad that goes up and down and sideways all around. Plus, he also have a ball joint where he could do the same thing. So, we get great articulation with the head sculpt. Down and then side to side as well, which is done really nice. So great movement there. You can get them sideways as well if you want to. Now for the shoulders, we do get where these things could go all the way up like this, and then also he is on butterfly joints, but then you get these joints where you could flare them out about that much. You could pull it out about that much there. So that is insane, and it blocks it with the cape and also with the shoulder pads, so you won't be able to see all that when you're posing him. And I posed him up a little bit, and it worked out nice, especially for photography. But you can't raise those all the way up, and then you could get this dude doing past 90 degrees, going straight up like that. And then also we do get swivel here. We get double jointed elbows as well. This is by far one of the best giant figures I've seen with great articulation. So then we get that, boom. And then do we get swivel here? Yeah, we also get swivel here at the wrist as well. So that is insane for the articulation, right? And then we also get articulation in the torso. And we get articulation in the waist. And because he's a giant figure, of course they're going to have the ratchet joints. So that way they can keep this figure where it's not like super loose, right? Now, for the thighs, we do get where he could do past 90 degrees as well. For a kick, we do get double jointed knees. And then we get a nice rocker for the ankles. So really good. And I love for the fact that you don't have to switch out the feet this time. I wish they could have given us extra ones like they did with Cooler, but this is fine. Just like that. Boom. Look at that. Right? And then we also get a swivel here at the thigh. And they did a great job overall with this dude. Look at that. Boom. He still could kick and everything, right? So that's good there. And then last but not least, let's go and go over the articulation with the tail. So we have movement here, right here. And then you have a ball joint that goes all the way around, whichever way you want to do. And then look at that. And then it goes forward, backwards, whichever way you want them to go with the tail, which is done really nice. And then we also have this right here. Now I was kind of concerned. I was hoping that it was bendy wire, because I didn't know a lot about this stuff. I just saw it at Ageless Geeks, and I was like, and I asked John about it. John was like, oh, that's a dope figure. And I was like, you know what, I'm going and get it. What the hell, I already got Cooler. And man, it came out really nice. And I love the tail as well. Do I wish it was bendy wire at this point? No, I think it's fine. They did a great job with that. So overall for the articulation, this thing's definitely getting a 10 out of 10. Now let's do some size comparisons. Even though I don't have a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters. In fact, I only have 3. He's one. And then I have 2 more. And then I have this cheap Cooler. So I'm going to bring in the cheap Cooler first. This is the one that I just have just flopping around and use them for just like bystander bad guys. So let's go and bring them up. If I had them on the floor the last time. Let me get them real quick. Okay, so here we are with this is the one that I got at Target. I didn't know they sell the original SH FIGUARTS figures at Target. I thought they were just the cheap ones like this one. I think this one's from Tamashii Bandai. This one is from Bandai, but I don't know if it's SH. But there he is standing next to King Cole. And then here we are with the SH FIGUARTS Cooler, which is very expensive figure. So good luck with that. But there he is standing next to the other one. Let's move him out the way. And then here he is standing next to his father. And yeah, these two are giant boys compared to the regular Dragon Ball Z characters like Goku. So now, let's go ahead and bring in Goku, which is my last Dragon Ball Z character that I just got. It's my recent Dragon Ball Z character that I just got. And also, this is number 3. These are only 3 Dragon Ball Z figures I have in my collection. But look how tall King Cold is compared to Goku. Goku's really short. I was kind of shocked that he was the short when I pulled him out of the box. But look at that, you guys. Look at that. That's insane. Now, look how tall he is with Cooler, which is, that's how he was in the movies. But look how tall King Cold is compared to Goku. So I wonder if the Freezer, one of his forms, are the same height as his dad. But man, this is dope here. So I can't wait to take photos with both of them. Right now I'm taking some photos of Cooler. I'll show those off as well in this video. But man, this is really, really nice. Now, if you want to do some other mix-ins, like I'm going to have Goku fighting against Superman. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be dope. I already took some photos of him, of Superman and Cooler fighting against each other. But let's go ahead and bring in a oops, sorry about that, you guys. Let's go ahead and bring in a Mofex Eradicator. One of the newest releases from Mofex. Go check out my review that I did on him and give that video a like and support your boy by simply, if you're new here, support the channel by simply subscribing to the channel. But here he is standing next to King Cole. If you want to mix it, you can. And then also, we have a Gone Studios Superman here. This one is dope. I did a review on him as well. You can go check that out. And you can have this dude fighting against him as well. That's what I was going to do at first, but then I changed my mind because I started collecting Dragon Ball Z. And then, last but not least, we do have Superman himself. Here he is, standing right next to King Cole, which he looks great because a comic book style figures. So these two go good together as well. Superman goes good with all three of them. And I'm definitely going to have these two fighting because I always want to see the match of who will win in a match between Goku and Superman. Now, Superman is way taller than this dude as well. Look at that. Hey, where's Goku at? All I see is yellow hair. Yeah, these two are going to go at it, and somehow, some way, you know who's going to win. Your boy, Superman. But hit me up in the comment section below. Who do you think will win? And then if I get a lot of comments, I'll go off the comments of whoever favors who. But if I don't, and then I'm just gonna make my own photo album and I'll choose the winner, and everyone know who's my favorite character. So that is dope there, you guys. So overall, my overall rating for King Cold, the big dude. This dude been out for a while, I think for a month already, maybe longer than that. I'm gonna give this dude a solid 10. I think this is a great piece. I think 9 out of 10. I think this is a great piece right here. This is a must-have in your collection, especially if you're a huge fan of the Freezer family and also Trunks. You definitely got to get this dude to recreate that scene with Trunks. I'm going to have Trunks fighting against this dude, but Trunks jumping up in the air, about to slice him in half. That would be dope there, right? So overall, I'm going to give this dude a 9 out of 10. That's a solid 9 out of 10 because we get the throne. We get a lot of different options. I love for the fact that we get 2 different head sculpts with 4 different face masks, face plates. So I really do love that a lot. And for the fact that we get extra hand accessories as well. One thing I'm not a big fan of was the hands, but that's fine because at the end of the day, it's a solid piece, and I'm not going to use that sword anyways for this big old hunk of plastic. So hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Enjoy the photos, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Like and subscribe. 2,000 subscribers. Woo!